Hello everyone, welcome to eliteguitarist.com. My name is Tavi Jinariu and I'm a classical guitarist. I want to start by just saying how privileged I feel today to record this tutorial for you. I feel privileged to play the guitar to just begin with and be able to hang on to this instrument through the thick and thin of life, but it is such a joy for me to actually teach you and share the knowledge that has been imparted to me over the many years of playing the guitar. And so I want to start today by introducing the piece. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Bourree from Suite number 9 in D minor by Robert de Visee. This is one of my favorite movements in the entire collection. The Bourree is a term that originated in the 16th century in France. It used to be part of a regular dance. Later on, it was considered to be just an instrumental piece that's faster in nature. It has a symptomatic pickup notes. It is similar to what a gavotte would be, and it came to be played fairly fast. This tutorial is going to be divided up in two different parts. Bars number 1 through 9 is the first part, and then the second part of the tutorial, bar 10 all the way through the end of the piece, which is bar 18. Without any further ado, let's get started here with the first part of the tutorial. As you get ready to learn this piece, remember to tune down the 6th string to a D. So the 6th string is not a traditional E tuning, but it gets tuned down to a D, and I think that gives us a little bit more flexibility and the ability to play with more bottom end, so to speak. So E, B, G, D, A, D. All right, let's begin, and we're going to start with the first pickup notes. The first pickup notes are D and E. The D is played with the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and open 1st string E. This is in 4/4, so these two pickup notes would come on beat number 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to hold the 3rd finger planted on that D note as we move into bar number 1. And I'm going to form a very traditional D minor chord here. I'm going to plug different notes of this chord through the first bar, but I'm going to form this D minor chord where the 2nd finger presses the A note on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. The D is already pressed by the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, and the 1st finger goes to the F note on the 1st string, 1st fret. Okay, so here we go. Pickup notes, D, E, and then I'm going to pluck the 4th, 3rd, and 1st string of this first D minor chord. And then a D note by itself. For the right hand, I'm using P, I, A, and then M for the D note. Back to F, and then E and G played with fingers number 2 and 4. E played with the 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. G played with the 4th finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. So bar number 1 again. And from here, I'm going to transition and slide with the 4th finger from a G to the A note, which is on the 5th fret of the 1st string. And I'm going to play that high A note simultaneously with the F note, which is played with the 1st finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret. This is bar number 2. So here we go, pickup note again. Bar number 1. Bar number 2. Notice what happens here with finger number 1. I'm not playing a single F note, but I'm using the 1st finger as a partial bar chord, pressing 4 out of the 6 strings because I'm going to need the D note, which is on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So bar number 2, partial bar chord with the 1st finger on the 3rd fret, play together with the A, single note D, which is already pressed by the 1st finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, back to A, C sharp and E play together, The C sharp is played on the 5th string 4th fret with the 2nd finger and open E 1st string. So bar 2 again. Back to the 1st position now, moving into bar number 3. D and F played together, open 4th string, and F played with the 1st finger, 1st string, 1st fret. Okay? Moving into beat number 2 of bar 3. And here I'm playing an A and D together. A is open 5th string, and the D played with the 4th finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And a pull-off now to a C sharp. The C sharp is played with the 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. So bar number 3 again, 1, 2, and B flat and D together. Now, before we move to the B flat and D, you may find it difficult to do these pull-offs. Maybe it would be helpful to you to do a short excursion here and talk a little bit about pull-offs. The idea of pull-off is not a matter of strength. You don't have to muscle your way through a pull-off where you're yanking the string really hard and pulling down on it really hard. Rather, it's a matter of placement of the initial note and technique into getting to that destination note. In this situation, we have A and D, initial note. The destination note is C sharp. So notice that my placement of the 4th finger is not flat, and I'm not plucking down so as to hit and pluck the 1st string as well. The placement of the 4th finger is right on the tip, and the movement is minuscule. It is very, very small. Make an economy of movement, especially when you deal with fast passages like this one. What I'm doing here, the 4th finger plucks and rests on the 1st string. Use the 1st string as a boundary marker. And for security, whenever I have pull-offs like this, I also use my A finger on the 1st string to provide safety, just in case under nerves I tend to pull too hard on that note. Even if that happens, the 1st string is muted with the A finger. Okay, you may want to isolate pull-offs and hammer-ons and just do them one at a time. And then do different combinations, 3 to 1, 4 to 2, 4 to 1, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, and so on. You could practice those. Remember, it's not a matter of squeezing the guitar, it's not a matter of pulling really hard, it's more a matter of precision, controlling the movement. Okay, bar number 3 we have D and F, A and D, C sharp pull off, and then B flat and D. The B flat played with the 1st finger on the 5th string, 1st fret. The D played with the 4th finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And now from here, I'm going to move and slide all the way to the 5th position where the 1st finger hovers over the 5th fret. And here I'm going to play G in octaves, pull off to F. So the first G is in the bass note, played with the 1st finger on the 6th string, 5th fret. The octave, the high octave of the melody there, is played with finger number 4 on the 2nd string, 8th fret. Pull off from finger number 4 to finger number 2 for the F note. The F note is played with finger number 2 on the 2nd string, 6th fret. Okay, so bar number 3 together. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and bar number 4 now. I'm going to hold my 2nd finger on that F note on the 2nd string, 6th fret, played together with A, open 5th string in the bass. Okay, so, and what I'm doing here, I'm making great usage of that 2nd finger to maintain consistency and safety on that string. So F and A together, open first string. While I play the open first string, E, I'm going to shift my hand back to the second position. So, and I'm playing a D, pull off to C sharp. The D is played with the second finger on the second string, 3rd fret, C sharp with the first finger on the second string, 2nd fret. So, okay, so let's review bar number 4 now in rhythm. 1 and 2 and the last 2 beats of bar number 4, F and D, played with finger number 3 and 4. F played on the 4th string, 3rd fret. D played with finger number 4 on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then E and E together. E on the 4th string, 2nd fret with the 2nd finger, and open 1st string. Again, bar number 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now let's put together bars number 3 and 4 and figure out what the rhythm sounds like. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bar number 5. Okay, so after bar number 4, we're going to move into bar number 5. And notice that bars number 5, 6, and 7 are absolutely identical to bars number 1, 2, and 3. So if you know bars number 1, 2, and 3, you should be able to play bars number 5, 6, and 7. So let me just play bars number 5, 6, and 7 slowly. 1, 2. Now moving into bar number 8, it's an A major chord. It's a 5 chord of this D minor key. And I'm playing here A, open 5th string, A, play with the 3rd finger on the 4th string, 7th fret, C sharp, play with the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 6th fret, and E, played with the 1st finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret. This is the first ending. So bar number 8 is the first ending, which means that at the end of bar 8, we're going to go back to bar number 1. So here we go, bar number 8, 1, 2, D, E, and this is exactly like the initial pickup notes of the piece. D played with the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, open E, 1st string, moving back into bar number 1. So this is how it would sound if we played from bar number 5. Bar number 1, bar number 3, that's the end of bar 7, and now I'm going to skip the first ending, which is bar 8, going straight to bar number 9. Okay, bar number 9. The same A major chord as the beginning of bar 8, except that the last 2 beats now introduce a new theme for us. Open E, 1st string, and D note, play with the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And starting with bar number 10, we're going to have a new theme introduced. So let's play bars number 1 through 9 together. I'll play them slowly and I'll count so that you hear where the bar changes occur. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to move into bar number 10. I'll see you shortly for the second part of this tutorial.